This is a very fine fillet of fish. It's from a black cod. Fillets this size are quite special. Get really fantastic pieces of fish from them. And I'm going to show you how we cut it up and divide it into the different segments of the fillet. So I'm going to start it here. First thing is, to suit me, I'm going to turn it round a bit. And here are the pin bones, okay, which are frankly a bit of a nuisance. And we want to get rid of those. Now, I can't guarantee I'm going to get them all out here, but you'll see the principle of it. Okay. So in that little sliver there are the pin bones that you really don't want in your fish. So then you've got this shape here, and I'm going to cut that off there, and you can already see that that is a very fine looking, that's a fillet steak. You'll find that on our pages as a fillet steak. This one, same fish, beautiful taste, but obviously it's a bit inferior to that. So we trim it up a bit and we cut off this segment here off its skin. This goes into our misshapes. Take off that bit of skin there. And this one we call a fillet portion. So this fillet portion sells for a little bit less per kilo than this fillet steak. Nice piece of fish, just not quite so exciting. Now let's look at the top of it. So this is a gorgeous look, fantastic thick piece of fish there. Okay, and that is the most exciting bit of the fish in my opinion. We call this the loin steak, and we would typically cut it sort of like that, and those would be your 2 servings. Sometimes we might just straighten this up to make it look perfect, and we pop that in the misshapes, and then you've got 2 matching pieces of fish there. So loin steaks, fillet steak, fillet portion. Now we are into what we fishmongers call the flap, or the ventresca when we're being posh. And this is very special because it's full of oils to keep the fish's vital organs, which are just inside here, to keep them at the right temperature when the sea gets cold. So this is extra tasty. It's like your Wagyu beef. And if the fish is big enough, which this one is, we would often cut that down there and about there and offer this to you as a ventresca fillet steak. Okay, so you've already got 4 pieces of fish here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're coming down to the rest of the flap. And if the fish is big enough, this one is just on the cusp. You can remove the skin, and that becomes, I haven't done that perfectly well, but this is a very tasty I have another piece of that. Gindara, the Japanese call it, I think. Very nice piece of sashimi. And this is the bony bit that we didn't want in there. And this bit here is going to end up in our misshapes. So I hope that guide around a large fillet is something that will stay with you. You've got loin steaks, you've got fillet steaks, we'll match that with one from the other side. You've got a fillet portion, a bit thinner, and you have this ventresca steak, which is a bit of an odd shape, but it's very tasty indeed. Okay, so I hope you found that guide around how we would portion a large fillet of fish useful. And we would adopt the same approach with salmon, with coley, with anything that comes out at, more than a portion-sized fillet. That's how we cut it up. And all over our site, you'll find our fillet steaks, our fillet portions, referenced in the same way. Thank you very much.